Hi, thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about RotoFlow. That's our TraSys 4000 mold coating. It facilitates the flow of polyolefins. That's low density, medium density, high density, linear low, as well as cross-linked and nylon 6 and 6/6. So RotoFlow helps to fill in the voids around those inserts, tight radii, threads, and deep cavities. With RotoFlow, I prevent the pinholes on the surface of the rotomolded part, so it reduces the bridging, the thinning, the blowholes, and the static lines. With RotoFlow, we received NSF approval for use in food-grade, rotationally molded plastics. Bearing the NSF mark really assures stoner moldy customers that RotoFlow has been tested and approved by one of the most recognized independent organizations in the world. We're going to talk about a few of the advantages of the TraSys 4000 RotoFlow. It has a 360-degree valve. So what that means that once you line it up with the black dot, you can spray the can in any direction, whether it's upside down, sideways. It'll spray evenly and consistently on your molded part. It comes out in a spray valve, so rather than coming out in a cone, it's vertical. It helps get better coverage on your mold. It improves the quality and consistency of your rotomolded polyolefin, nylon, and cross-linked parts. It helps to prevent pinholes, voids, and blowouts. It improves the appearance and the operational performance of the threads, the radii, and those deep, hard-to-reach cavities. It increases the strength of the inserts so they don't pull out. It helps you to reduce scrap and increase productivity. And the other thing is that with RotoFlow, it doesn't contain any CFCs or HCFCs in terms of repellents or solvents, and doesn't contain any chlorinated solvents such as 1,1,1-trichloroethane or methylene chloride. So now we're going to talk about using it in some directions, some pointers. What you'll notice is that when you begin to shake the can, we'll hear a little marble that's bouncing around inside of that. When you first start your project, it's important that you shake it for about 30 seconds to help ensure that you've got a good, consistent product coming out of the can. It's also important that as you're working through your project and you're spraying different parts, that you take a couple seconds and reshake it to help ensure that when it comes out of the can, it's coming out evenly and consistently. When you're done spraying, take a little bit of a solvent. Here we'll be using our cut non-chlorinated mold cleaner. Just spray it on a rag. Take a second to clean off the nozzle in the front of the can. Helps ensure that the nozzle doesn't get clogged. And when you're done with your project, you still have some RotoFlow left in your can, simply remove the cap, put a little bit of solvent, helps to make sure that it's clean and doesn't get clogged. So again, here's that pro tip for you, because RotoFlow is thicker than most of the other products that are out there. We suggest that you wipe that tip clean when you're done spraying, and that you shake it again in between jobs. For best results, it's really important that the surface of the mold be at least 43 degrees centigrade or 110 degrees Fahrenheit for those people here in the US. And that you hold the can about 8 to 10 inches away from the surface. It just so happens that the can is about 10 inches tall. So if you use this as kind of a gauge before you spray, to make sure that you're holding it at about the right distance from the surface that's being molded on. So it's also important that you spray directly into those internal mold surfaces, and especially those hard to form problematic areas of the molded part. So with the warmer mold surface, that's going to help you make sure the solvents evaporate a little more quickly. So basically, when you've pulled your part out of the mold, when you're getting ready to mold the next part, at that point you want to spray the RotoFlow again as a sacrificial coating in those problematic areas as soon as you can. The warmer the mold, the faster that it'll evaporate and be ready to mold.